Can you believe hip-hop artist Eminem has been keeping a major secret from us all for 16 years? Now, Eminem, a Detroit native, he's known as one of the best lyricists in all of hip-hop. In fact, some has him as the GOAT lyricist in hip-hop. Now, Eminem has been keeping a big secret from us all for 16 years. And they say only the ones close to him, his close friends, know what that secret is. But I found out what that secret is. And wait until you hear exactly what the secret is, my friend. Stay tuned.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
You got knocked the fuck out. What's happening?
Now, how iconic was this for Eminem to hold this secret for 16 long years and then reveal it on April 20th on 420, which is Cannabis Day? How ironic. Eminem revealed that he's been sober now for 16 years. Kudos to you, Eminem. And I'm not the only one that think this is a major milestone. This is amazing news on the brinks of the sex trafficking allegations by Diddy and all these newly emerging rap beefs that hopefully is not going to lead to other people losing their lives and more dark shadows being posted on the rap industry and on hip hop. Kudos to you, Eminem. Great job. Way to shine a shining light on such darkness, which has been hovering over the hip hop industry. Now, a couple other people. Now, Eminem posted on Instagram and he let the secret out and he posted a picture of him holding his coin for achieving 16 years sobriety. But some other people chimed in also support of Eminem. See, fans appeared very supportive of his new accomplishment. One comment read, "We're all proud of you, Eminem, for being 16 years sober." That's excellent. Another comment wrote, "Great decision you made, brother. We are all proud of you." Listen, from the depths of my heart, Eminem, I've always admired you, your work that you did, and you didn't have an easy route. Eminem didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth, not at all. Eminem has some major challenges, and we're going to unpack a few of them when we return. But more importantly, kudos to you, Eminem, for defying odds and for challenging yourself, for raising your bar and changing your appetite for greatness, my friend. Kudos to you. Like I mentioned, Eminem shared his major bombshell revelation. He's been sober for 16 years. Now, this is like a breath of fresh air in a room full of pollution because the rap industry is under a microscope. It's always been, but now the negativity is at an all-time high with P. Diddy homes being raided. Allegations of him sex trafficking, drugging people, filming people at his Diddy parties, at his freak-offs, all these types of things. Now you got these rap beefs emerging where I heard Chris Brown said, the Quavo, it should have been him that died. And this is getting very, very deep. Yes. And none of it is positive. So for Eminem to drop this bombshell, it's a breath of fresh air for real. Now, Eminem didn't have an easy road. Like I told you, he shared his experience of a near fatal drug overdose in 2007. It's crazy. Eminem was well known for being a drug addict and taking drugs, and he made fun of it and things with his music. And we didn't know the devastating toll that it was taking on him, but he shared some of it, and I'm going to share some of it with you. Now, his near-death experience in 2007, it motivated him to seek help. And that's when he sought out a rehabilitation center and he placed himself in rehab. But before I get into that, I want you to check out this footage of Eminem at an award show and him trying to get his speech out of his pocket. And lo and behold, pills fell out of his pocket. Yes. Drugs fell out of his pocket in front of the world on a national stage at an award show. Check it out.
Last year when I won an award, I wasn't really expecting it. And I didn't have a speech or anything prepared. It caught me off guard. So this year I brought a speech with me already prepared in case I might win. I got it right here. I don't really got no speech. I can't find it right now, but thank you. Thank you.
Crazy, right? You saw he went up there and he looked like he was a little twisted there, and the pills fall out of his pocket. People laughed, but he eventually realized that his life was at stake. Were they laughing with you or are they laughing at you? See, here's the thing. Eminem was so strung out that he said he had to take he took about 20 pills a day. He had to be stoned out of his mind just to go to sleep. This is the condition he was in. So again, for him to be proactive and seek help speaks volumes to his character. See, because proactive people, they get what they want. But reactive people, they get what's left over. Kudos to you, Eminem, for being proactive. Now, here's the thing. Eminem went to rehab and began his transformation. Eminem realized he needed to change his appetite if he wanted to keep his sobriety when released from rehab. So again, this behavioral modification is real. And here's the thing. An addiction is only bad when you're addicted to something bad, but a positive addiction can also be a good thing. It's just an addiction. Eminem realized this. So when he got clean, when he was released from the rehabilitation center, he knew he had to continue to be proactive or he would slip back into some old habits that wasn't in his best interest, being a drug addict, and nor was it in his daughter's best interest, right? So Eminem decided he needed a replacement behavior. So he needed to do something else that satisfied the same thing that taking drugs satisfied, but that wasn't negative, that was positive. Eminem started running. He started running at night, which knocked two birds out with one stone. Because one, the running was another addiction that was positive, that added to his life. Whereas the taking drugs was an addiction that was negative. It was taken away from his life. So the running now became his positive addiction, the replacement behavior for being a drug addict. And it also satisfied his sleeping issues because he would run at night and come in, he would be tired, and that would allow him to go to sleep. Kudos to you again, Eminem. Smart of you, right? Yeah. Again, Eminem had to repeat the 9th grade 3 times, but yet you're smart, right? A lot of times people don't finish school and you think like, oh, they're not smart. No, sometimes they're bored. Sometimes they already have their path. They're already connected to their life's purpose. So sometimes school gets in their way. This seemed to be the case with Eminem because I'm certain that the teachers and some of his peers thought, oh, you dumb, you can't learn this and that. He repeated the 9th grade 3 times, but that wasn't the case. He had bigger fish to fry. Find out some of those fish when we get back. As I mentioned, Eminem didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth. No, he didn't grow up privileged. He had to grind. He's from the grimy. In Detroit. Now, I hear he's not from the grimy, but that's where he interacted. He was in the hood or he was a rapper. So he was in the underground places rapping, trying to get put on. So Eminem, he was a troubled. I would think he had some mental issues or some anger, some unresolved anger issues because it played out in some of his music. Like he used to rap, although it was artistic and it was well put together, it was angry. He was a rap like a madman, but it was catchy. And oftentimes he targeted his wife and his mother. Oh, right? So Eminem, he repeated the 9th grade 3 times, like I said, but he became known in hip hop's underground for his superior rap lyrics and for being a member of the Detroit rap group D12 or the Dirty Dozen that they went by. Named famed producer, founder of NWA and the head of Aftermath Entertainment, Dr. Dre recognized Eminem at one of his events, and that's when things started to change. See, when Dr. Dre and Eminem linked up, the sky became the limit for Eminem. So here's the thing. The collaboration led to Eminem releasing the Slim Shady album in 1999. And this wasn't just any old album. This album went platinum multiple times and won 2 Grammys. This is when Eminem started to set his sights on rap royalty. Right? So the Slim Shady album, again, it will go platinum multiple times and he won 2 Grammys. Now, as I mentioned, Eminem appeared to be enraged from the inside out. He appeared to be angry when he rapped, but it was catchy, and it was very sophisticated. It was good. It was good music, but it was angry music.
Yes.
And it was mostly targeted at his wife Kim and at his mother. Check this out. So Eminem made public that him and his wife had a dysfunctional relationship, and he oftentimes played it out in the media, on the air, through his music in front of the world, right? So he would make disrespectful comments all the time. And what's more crazy is Eminem caught a case. He pistol whipped the man that he saw kissing his wife. Now, again, I'm not condoning what he did, but you can't blame. He saw a man kissing his wife. Pistol whipped the man, caught an assault charge in 2020, and that led to him divorcing his wife the very next year. They were remarried and then divorced again, I believe, in 2006. But he made it well known that he also didn't care about his mother and openly criticized her in songs. And many people, he caught a lot of backlash for this, because again, the one thing of talking about your wife, but the mother, your mother, to talk about your mother and demean your mother, people don't take good to that. I don't care what the parent has done to you. People don't take good to that, especially the mother. The father, they're a little more sensitized to, but not the one that gave birth to you. So this is what Eminem was doing, and it didn't fall short. The mother actually sued Eminem, right? And won, for him defaming her in his songs and in his interviews. Now, Eminem was now sober, single, and motivated to be great. He got all that negativity out of him. His wife, they separated. He's just co-parenting with his daughter, Haley, and he's on pace to be in rap's royalty. So he dropped the Eminem Show in 2002, which was also a club banger. He also made his acting debut in 2022, starring in his own self-autobiography, well, autobiographical movie, 8 Mile. And this was synonymous because 8 Mile was the area in which he grew up in Detroit. So it's all coming full circle for Eminem. Once he decided to take full control of his life, he didn't want to be reactionary again and letting what life give him. No, he wanted to be proactive and determine and dictate his own life, take full control of his own life. And you got to do the same thing in your life too, my friends. You can't sit back and just take what life has to offer you. You got to go out and take what you want. And a large part of that is aligning with your truth. Words, thoughts, and actions align with your truth. And this is what Eminem did. He had to align with his truth. He realized that being a drug addict, regardless of the fame and the notoriety he was getting, that wasn't his truth. And he felt a disconnect on the inside. Most people ignore it, disregard it because they got the money and the fame and this, that. He didn't. That's why I commend him so much. I admire him so much for wanting to be the change that he wanted to see in the world, but more importantly, for his daughter. Kudos to you, Eminem. So he dropped the Eminem Show in 2002, which was also a club banger. He also made his acting debut in 8 Mile. In 2003, he won an Academy Award for Lose Yourself. Now, this is one of my favorites of all time. Lose Yourself. I just get so hyped listening to that. It's powerful. It's energy all throughout that song, and I love it. And he won an Academy Award for it. So I'm not the only one that fell in love with that song. Now, Eminem's life is the epitome of, it's not the cards that you dealt, it's how well you play your hand, because he wasn't dealt the best cards, but he learned how to play his hand the best possible way to win the game. Now, he deserves to be celebrated and commended for 16 years sobriety on the brinks of all of this negativity hovering over the hip-hop industry. Sex trafficking allegations with Puffy, home raids from Homeland Security on P. Diddy, his son, all of this stuff. I got video of all these other people. It's crazy. So kudos to you, Eminem. Well-deserved accolades, man. You being a light spot. You're bringing such light to such darkness, and we thank you for it. Keep up the great work. We want to hear more music from you too. Bring out some artists, whatever it is. But keep letting your light so shine before man so they can see your good works and glorify our Father who's in heaven. You be great. and more importantly, be blessed.